Welcome back, everybody. It's my trusted assistant who tries her best to never miss a new guitar day. And yes, we're back. It's another new guitar day. And the date is May the 18th, 2020. Beautiful mid-spring day. Storms are supposed to be on their way. And what we have here is a used guitar. Since I like my Danelectro 12 SDC 12-string guitar, I wanted to get this guitar. This is advertised as a Danelectro modified factory spec 1959 reissue, but I don't think that's what it is. But we're going to find out in just a moment. This came from Guitar Center in Sugar Land, Texas. So this guitar has been traveling north for the last 4 days, up from Sugar Land, Texas. I got one of the guitar 3 years ago from Houston, Texas. So had really good luck with that. So we'll see what we have here. I'm sure they packed it really good because these guys are really good at doing that. Just going to slide it on out. We'll probably have a plethora of bubble wrap and paper and all kinds of stuff. So what we're going to do to save the viewer time and trouble is we're going to take it out of its hermetically sealed package, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. So we freed it. Just for the record, this was what it was advertised as. I don't know how clearly you can see that. Danelectro modified factory spec 59 reissue. That's definitely a different guitar than what we have here. I don't know if that's good or bad. This is an NOS Plus guitar, as you can see right there. So it's a different model. Again, I don't know if that's an issue. This was advertised in good condition. Other than, a few little scratches on the back, it looks like it's in really good condition. It's got a little ding here and things that you would expect from a guitar, a guitar in good condition. Nothing too shocking. So I'm going to tune it up. They told me they put brand new strings on it, so it's probably going to take a while to get into tune. But gaze upon the beauty. It looks like a sweet little guitar. Yeah. So we're going to give it a whirl. We'll be back with some impressions. But yeah, so the 12-string now has a twin sister 6-string. So let's see if everything works, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. It's almost 7 o'clock in the evening. As you can tell, once again, nice and light outside. Still say some storms are on their way. Who knows? Anyways, the final conclusion is this is a very nice guitar. Danelectros were never on my radar until I purchased the 12-string, and then I got interested in this guitar, and it's really a nice guitar. They're certainly not the super budget guitars that they were once upon a time back in the old days, but relatively speaking, I think the street price on this is like $450, $60, $70. As far as I'm concerned, it's worth every penny. I won't be alive 20 years from now to see how long this thing lasts. I'm guessing this is a fairly new model. I have no idea if the fingerboard's rosewood or Pau Ferro, if that's how you pronounce it. But it's a nice, rich, sort of a red, not quite as dark as rosewood, but sometimes rosewood has a reddish tint to it. Feels great. The fit and finish of this guitar is excellent. The fret ends are completely cut properly. The frets are shiny and polished. When I first plugged it in, it was making sort of a goofy noise. And I don't think it's my amp, and I don't think it's the cord, because I'm using the same amp and the same cord for multiple guitars and have had no issues. It may have just been a potentiometer that had a little bit of smuts in it, because I spun them back and forth, and for the time being anyways, that problem has disappeared. Do I think it's gone forever? Probably not. but whatever it is, I'm sure it's an easy fix. Yeah, so I feel like I got a really good deal on this guitar. It was advertised as in good condition, which I hesitate, because you never know. I would say that this guitar would have been more fairly described as being in great condition. It has a little bit of, I wouldn't call it, buckle rash by any stretch of the imagination, but the back has a little, it's been played, which doesn't bother me at all. Other than that, I could find no dings, chips, just a little bit of swirl. Somebody's played it, which is a beautiful thing. And I guess they discovered that the Danelectro just wasn't for them, so it went in the used market, and now it is mine. And I'm really glad. And although I can appreciate the crazy color scheme that some Danelectros come in, I have to say that I prefer the Jimmy Page look, the black and the white tuxedo. It just really lends itself well, in my opinion, to this very classic guitar. And the tones are great. Supposedly this has the NOS Plus pickups, which uses a bunch of hyperbole, alnico magnets, or does this or does that, and I don't usually buy into that. You either like something or you don't. But I have to say that they're just really nice sounding. I also don't mind the concentric knobs. As others in other videos have pointed out, you do instinctively go for the top knob as being the volume, but you just have to force yourself to think, no, that's the tone knob, and these are your volume knobs. And I don't fool around a lot with the knobs on the fly, as it were, so that's not really an issue for me. But I'm just really pleased. So I do believe that this guitar is called, I don't know, hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, according to this, I believe that this is called the Danelectro 59M NOS Plus. It's a mouthful, let me say it again. The Danelectro 59M NOS Plus. So there you go. So it isn't the guitar that was advertised. I'm not really sure what the major difference is between the two. I think the one that was advertised, which was advertised again, we're repeating for our studio audience, but the one that was advertised as a Danelectro modified factory spec 59 reissue. And from what I could tell, the difference is that it was like a 59. It had a non-adjustable truss rod like the original Danelectros. Is that good or bad? I have no idea. It was sort of a limited edition or a short sell. Maybe it wasn't popular. Maybe no one was buying into the idea. I prefer certainly having the option of adjusting the truss rod if it needs to be. So it wasn't accurately described. I'm not sure really what that means to me. In the end, this is a really nice guitar. If you have any interest, I hear that changing the strings on this bridge is a nightmare. Fortunately, Guitar Center, true to their motto, cleaned, polished, and restrung this guitar so it has brand new strings on it. They put 9s on it. I think they work good. Maybe when I restring it, I'll put 10s on it. They don't feel too floppy because it's a 25-inch scale, but maybe a little more resistance behind it. But other than that, there you go. New Guitar Day, May the 18th, 2020. A couple sad notes that no one likes to report on, but today we passed the 90,000 mark for people who have died of the coronavirus, which is just really sad because that's not a number. That's a lot of people and a lot of loss and a lot of sadness and a lot of families that are going through really, really terrible times. And the other note, historical, that Ken Osmond passed away today. Eddie Haskell on Leave It to Beaver, an unforgettable, iconic character, has gone to the great beyond, so we wish him as well piece in the great beyond. I'm not sure where that is or what it is, but you know, for all those that pass from this plane of existence, I say peace be with you. So thank you for joining me. If you're interested, again, I just, what do I know about guitars? Not much, but I can say that, you know, as you can see, I've got quite a few guitars. They're all budget guitars. I've owned more expensive guitars. As you get older, you concentrate on different aspects of your guitars, and it's just really nice. The other thing that's interesting about Danelectro guitars is that they have 14-inch radius, very flat fretboards, which feels great. I don't notice it as being an issue at all. And of course, the 12-string has a much meatier, you know, it's a much wider, I mean not much, but certainly wider to accommodate that you have 12 strings, but they're both comfortable C-profile necks. In fact, I'm going to bring the 12-string in, so I'm going to take another quick break. Here they are together. 2 months ago I had no interest at all in a Danelectro, and now I have 2 of them, and I enjoy them both. Really sweet guitars. So thank you for joining. It's all about getting what you like and enjoying it, and that's sort of the point of this whole exercise. Soon I will pass into the great beyond, and someone will inherit these guitars, so I hope they enjoy them as much as I do. Thank you very much.